how did you choose to learn to love dog poop, and what does that even mean?
So I'm going to tell you a story from my 8-year-old niece before we go back into that. A few weeks ago, she came over to me and says, Uncle Barry, can we spell smile S-M-I-E-L? So I thought about it. Smile, smile. Sound the same. Why not? I asked her how come. She says, because then it would stand for seeing miracles in everyday life.
Mhm.
I laughed and I said, oh, you're wonderful. Her name is Rachel. I said, what was she doing though? She was creating the kind of world she wants to live in. Now, create, by the way, is a great acronym. It stands for causing rethinking, enabling all to excel. That's really what we're discussing, Randy. Rethinking. Because whatever it is that you're thinking about that brought you to a certain place, if you can create something beyond that, you get into a new space. That new space can take you anywhere. You can go to the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, and you're no longer bound in any way by any limiting factors. And that's really what happened for me. So actually, let's go in a little detour for a moment. And because you and I spoke last time, I want to speak about again this really important understanding of two small words. One word is two, T-O, and the other word is for, F-O-R. Now, as I think I may have mentioned to you, when you work with people, sometimes people frustrate one another. And
Interesting how that happens.
yes, isn't it? Well, we're all complex being, aren't we? And sometimes people do it purposely. They know how to push a button and things like that. And sometimes to get somebody's attention, it's called you want to hit somebody upside the head with a 2x4. Now, a 2x4 is a plank of wood that actually measures 2 inches by 4 inches, and it's a standard piece of lumber that's used to build it, especially structural situations. So if you use a heavy plank of wood, a 2x4, you can get somebody's attention, even a donkey or a mule. That's what it's usually attributed to. However, in life, it's very much the same. It's the shift in perspective from saying that something happened to me rather than for me. People
Right.
are addicted, and by the way, it's not uncommon, especially with younger people. I mean, young people being children under the age of 75. I want to make sure you listen. They're usually people, kids under the age, certainly under the age of 17 or 18, unless they're really unique and mature. There's this idea that the world is mine and that anything that happens that's outside of what I want, well, somebody else must be doing it to me. Now, if you've had great parents or you've had a good upbringing and you get past that or through it and learn to live with it and go beyond it, and you realize that everything that happens in your life is really happening for your benefit.
Hmm.
It is a very adult, a very mature, a very deep understanding of life.